work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Brian Clark State Farm offers a range of insurance products to fit your unique needs and give you a peace of mind. Our dedicated team helps you find the perfect policy to safeguard your biggest investments. Brian Clark State Farm can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and we've got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Contact me, State Farm Agent Brian Clark, at 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Go Railers!
The following is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com.
Good morning, sports fans. Yes, welcome to the Cheap Seats, WLCN 96.3 FM. We're streaming live on the web. Go to YouTube, search us. You can watch our live broadcasts and whatever we have archived. You can listen to us on the go. Jake, did you know that?
I did. I thought it was my opening. So
well, you can have it. You said you didn't want to be here, that we didn't need you.
I didn't want to be here, but you're right. You don't need me. We've got a very talented crew coming on here in a little bit. In the Lincoln Lady Railers, state champions. State champions.
We'll have them on after a break, but we are at Mellow Cream again.
We are at Mellow Cream in the acoustics version.
Yeah.
We got a little work to do.
Got a
little work to do on the acoustics.
Yeah, the acoustics are
Can't hear me?
This is fantastic.
Yeah.
It's all right. Hey, this place is great, Joe. We'll set up.
Oh, we just got to get our acoustics situation figured out.
The acoustics is a thing.
And when you say we, you're part of the acoustic?
He means Haji.
I would say we that it involves a checkbook, which is involved in me. So, yes.
No, he has nothing to do with any of this. It's all Haji.
Yeah.
That's why Haji was over here earlier shaking hands. You could tell he's been doing some work.
Yeah, shaking hands, kissing
he's
babies.
got lily soft hands like he works at a lotion factory.
A lotion factory.
We got the mayor here today. He came to check out the girls, and it's been a week for him. I'm anxious to see, after it's settled in, after a week, if
Listen,
just see how they're still feeling pretty good.
At the end of the day, Timmy's going to be there watching.
And here's Timmy.
There's Timmy.
Right on cue. It's a nice day out today. Baseball started, spring training.
We got girls softball starting on Monday.
Yeah.
So,
and boys baseball. So, we go from winter sports right into spring sports. No break.
No breaks.
So, yeah. And, up to this point, we've been pretty successful. So hopefully our spring sports can,
easy for you to say,
have a good year.
Or a great year.
Yeah, let's have a great year. So
baseball team's going to look strong this year, I have a feeling.
Yeah.
Softball, we'll see how last year's freshman class and this year's freshman class impact the team, but they're going to need them to actually get in there and be a big part of it this year.
Yeah.
So it's going to be exciting.
I talked to Augie yesterday or the day before, and he said they're looking good. So let's hope we get some. Let's make a state run in baseball too. That'd be fun.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, we got.
It's been a while for that.
Tomorrow, I think, is the boys baseball
Opener,
breakfast.
Oh, the breakfast, yeah. And the opener coming up Monday. I think they play Monday.
Well, I know the girls play on Monday. They're away for the first game, and then I believe they're home on Wednesday. So, still following softball a little bit.
Well, why wouldn't you?
Still love it. Miss it like crazy.
Get involved, Jake.
Boy, it looks nice out there too.
Yeah, it does.
Softball field looks nice.
Oh, you know what? Absolutely. You pull up to the school and see that. It's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing.
It is a beautiful thing.
NFL draft next month. Pretty excited about that. Jim, I know
this is where it's getting hosted. It's getting hosted here.
Right here in Lincoln, Illinois.
Lincoln.
Should have went last year.
Right here.
Where was it last year? It was in Kansas City.
Kansas City. Yeah, where's it at this year? It was in Chicago for a couple years in a row. That was pretty cool.
Where is it this year? It's not Las Vegas.
Is it Vegas? It might be
Vegas. Is going to get everything.
Yeah.
I was going to say the Super Bowl, but I almost felt like they said something about drafts, but maybe I'm wrong. It's one of our listeners, I'm sure, know the answer to that. Lloyd Kirby's searching hard on his phone.
One of them.
He likes to do it just so he looks smarter than us, which is real hard to do.
Just so it looks like he's doing something.
It's in Detroit.
Ooh, well, we'll probably not make it.
We weren't even close.
Not even on the same zip code.
Yeah, so tell you what, let's take a commercial break and let's get the stars of the show on here.
The people,
the champs.
They do want to hear from them more than us.
They're raring to go, and this segment was crap, so let's make it better. All right, so let's take a commercial break. We come back, we'll have the champs on. 2024 3A state champs girls next on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Brian Clark State Farm offers a range of insurance products to fit your unique needs and give you a peace of mind. Our dedicated team helps you find the perfect policy to safeguard your biggest investments. Brian Clark State Farm can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and we've got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Contact me, State Farm Agent Brian Clark, at 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Go Railers!
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Taylor Rohr of the 2024 State Champion Lady Railers basketball team, and you're listening to Cheap Seats on WLCN. Morning.
I don't know if they can hear us.
Well, there's speakers.
Well, true.
We got the 2024 Lady Railers State Champs on with us today. Ladies, it's been a week, and to kind of reflect on the whole run through the whole season. But after a week, have you kind of sat back and looked at everything you guys accomplished? Not everybody at once.
You've got the mic.
Yeah. Personally, it just still feels unreal, and like every day I wake up and like think that we have practice that day and then we don't, and then it sinks in that we won't have practice again. So, but it's still really fun and cool to think about what we did.
I mean, you guys have been playing together for what, 11, 12, 13 years, most of you. And, that's pretty tough, knowing that it's your last game. But your last game together was a win. You look at it a loss, that's a whole different feeling. So, tell us how you're feeling right now.
Well, I still feel like it's not even real. I'm even in soccer season, and I feel like I have basketball practice after school. So it doesn't feel real, but I feel like it won't until like next year when we're at college and doing other sports, and we realize that like we won't be playing with each other again.
Now, you guys, obviously, at the beginning of the season, you set big goals for yourself. You guys were confident, there's no doubt about it. After how last year ended, left a bad taste in your mouth. So you guys set your goals high, and to achieve those goals is just exceptional. How did you guys keep your mindset through the whole season just to focus on that one goal?
Honestly, just thinking about the feeling of seeing Naz rush the floor really just stuck in our minds, and we really set that goal in order for us to have that feeling that everybody else has and cry tears of happiness instead of sadness. So
now, Naz didn't get to do that again this year, right?
Yeah, I know.
So that's kind of cherry on top?
Yeah.
Yeah? Joe, you got anything?
No, I was letting you go.
Go
around the table.
Oh, well, I mean, that's going to take a while, but yeah, eventually.
I thought we were past that mic.
It's a 2-hour show, Scotty.
Oh, two today? All right,
yeah.
overtime.
Overtime.
2-hour show.
Yeah. Coach, going into the season, with these high goals and the ultimate end game, you knew that was the ultimate goal. How do you keep these ladies kind of, the saying, take one game at a time, but, obviously they're looking ahead. Basically, I don't want to say walk through the season because you had some tough games, but, these ladies put it all on the court every game, and that's difficult to do.
I just think that, we set the goal at the beginning. Well, we set the goal after we lost to Naz last year of what we wanted to accomplish the following year. And, once we set that goal, it was kind of more like, okay, what do we need to do to achieve it? And so it was just, take it day by day. Whatever we're working on in practice, like we're just focusing on that, or we're focusing on the next team that we're gonna be facing. It wasn't a thing of, okay, well, we need to do this because we want to win a state title. It was, we want to win our next game, and then we want to win the following one after that. And so, just staying in the moment rather than looking too far out, because you can't control like that far out in the future, but what you can control is preparing for what lays that day or the next day. And so that's, just kind of the way that we took the whole season. And the girls, they knew what the goal was. They knew, and we talked about it that very first practice when I had everybody. And then after that, we didn't really talk about it again. We just focused on what we wanted to do for the next game. And that was win. You always want to win. And so we just focused game to game. And these girls, they understand what it takes to win a state title, but they also know what it takes to win on a random Thursday. And so that was, what we did all season.
I thought one of the turning points of the season, though, to show that how it was Peoria Notre Dame, where they have you down 15. You got to be a little nervous. You're looking at things like, wow, they're on us, and then all of a sudden you battle back. I think maybe down 10 at half or something, and then just take over the game. And to show how good they were, they go on and win the 2A state championship.
Yeah, that's a really good team. We knew that it was going to be a competitive game to begin with. We got down early, and I don't know, I think Chloe stole the ball at one point, and in my head I thought, well, this game's over, we're going to win. And we were still down like 13 or 14 points, but I just knew, like, you could see, like, okay, she took over the game, everybody else was going to follow suit, and they did, and that's just the makings of this team.
Well, I just know from my standpoint, and I think a lot of other people too, when you're watching it and you got down 15, it was like, hey, how's this team going to react? They haven't seen this, and I guess they did okay. Well coached, I guess, huh?
Yeah, obviously. No, these kids, they want to win, and so we were down, and, we went into the locker room still down a little bit, but Coach and I just kind of discussed, okay, what do we need to change to help us to win? Obviously we need to make some adjustments. We made the adjustments, the girls executed those adjustments, and they decided that they were going to win that game, and that's what it took, was their decision of, we're going to win, and they went out and they did what it took to win.
Yes, it looked like you guys just had that confidence every time you took the court, that you're here to win, you're not here to play, you're here to win every time you took the court, which was very impressive. Impressive to do.
Yeah, I agree. That's just that winning mentality that these kids have, and it's just a really incredible thing. They didn't show up to play, they showed up to win, and that's, it didn't matter who we were facing. It was game time.
And now you guys are very popular. You do a lot of interviews, right? We're like the last one to get you guys, because in a week you've done how many interviews? You've had every question asked. Like I was thinking today, what are we going to ask these guys? Like your favorite cereal, music. You guys have had all the questions asked.
I like Lucky Charms.
We'll start with you then, yeah.
Lucky Charms.
Captain Crunch.
Farmer? You don't eat cereal? Just coffee and protein. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, let's talk to Coach Farmer.
Does Casey have cereal?
Casey's Pizza? Yeah. Yeah, Farmer, you're not one to grab the mic and talk. We've seen it, and you kind of just want to stay in the background. But I think the last time we had you on, I said you were detrimental to the. That's not.
That's why I don't grab the mic.
My English isn't really that great, and I used the wrong word.
It was funny.
You're not detrimental to the team, and obviously, and behind the scenes, you and Coach Rohr go over, game plan, and I know she respects you as a coach and takes a lot of your input, and playing high school basketball and even college basketball, and then coaching a girls team. How does that kind of all flow together? I mean, obviously you love the game of basketball. If your last name's Farmer, obviously you love basketball, but and you get to rub it into Brandon a little bit, that you got a state title and he's
absolutely.
So
make sure he knows who's the better coach.
But just kind of tell us, how when you got started and just how things kind of evolved.
I started coaching out at Lincoln College with BJ, coached with him for a year, coached with Coach Whiteman over there for 4 years there. Then I have 4 girls, so I ended up with Carrie over at West Lincoln for 7 years or so. Started with these girls when they were in 4th grade, and then I guess 2 years ago I ended up with Coach out at the high school and followed them on all the way out there. They couldn't get enough of me, they really needed me to drive them crazy. And then I got Taryn. She's the only one I didn't have. She couldn't deal with me for 7 years, so only got her for 2.
What was it like having to throw Coach Whiteman on your back and drag him around all those years?
Yeah. I mean, he was splitting his pants on chairs and all kinds of stuff. I always took care of him,
I figured you did. We got a caller?
We have a caller? Yeah. Who we talked to this morning? Hello?
Hello?
Yes. Good morning.
Hello, this is Barb Olby. Congratulations,
All right.
champions, number 1 in state of Illinois. Good job, girls.
Thank you.
Hey, I have some questions for you. One, what was your favorite part of the season besides, winning the championship game? And also, what are your plans for this spring and summer?
My favorite part of the season was probably the O'Fallon and Alton games. Those were really fun, just staying in the hotel and spending all that time together, making a bunch of memories, and of course winning those 2 games that were highly competitive. And then this spring and summer, I'll probably just be training and heading to Colorado State this summer.
My favorite part of the season was probably our team bonding that we had. A lot of memories those nights. We don't need to talk about that though. And this summer, I'll probably be working out and stuff for college basketball and then getting a job babysitting.
My favorite memory was probably anytime we went to Chick-fil-A after the game.
Wow.
I love Chick-fil-A. And then this summer, I plan on having a good softball season and then preparing for college and working at the pool.
My favorite moments were team bonding and normal community, that game. If you know, you know. And I plan on babysitting this summer to make some money and preparing for college.
Grab the mic for Jay.
My favorite part of the season was Probably Alton and O'Fallon, because those games we prepared for them a lot, and it kind of had my heart racing. This summer, I'm going to start working as an electrician starting in June, and that's pretty much it.
My favorite part of the season was probably the team bonding. It was pretty interesting. And I plan on this summer working at Dollar General and preparing for college next year.
So I don't really have a favorite, like one favorite. They were all my favorite. I get to see these guys play. That was probably one of my favorite things. And over the summer, I plan to working as a CNA and then prepare for college at UIS.
My favorite part of the season was probably just getting a front row seat to all the games. It was pretty cool, especially getting to watch my sister that close. And this summer, I don't have plans to see where life takes me.
My favorite part of the season was probably being able to go to state with the girls. It was really cool to see that. And this summer I'll probably be doing summer leagues.
My favorite part of the season was just being a part of the whole experience. It was really cool to be a part of, and this summer I'm going to be playing travel softball and having fun.
My favorite part of the season was probably running out on the court with those girls. I know it meant a lot to them. And I'm going to be playing softball this summer.
Well, I also don't really have a favorite part of the season because I loved every single part of it. And this summer, I will be preparing for next season because we have some pretty big shoes to fill.
My favorite part of the season was probably just seeing all the team chemistry being built. And this summer, I'm playing travel basketball and starting to prepare for next year.
Okay, my favorite part of the season was probably running on the court and hearing all the fans cheer. And this summer, I'm gonna play basketball most of the time and prepare for next year.
My favorite part was the feeling we got when we won the state championship, and then over the summer, we'll be preparing for next year.
My favorite part of the season was just every single moment with them, and running out on the court definitely is my favorite, and I was so glad I got to do it with this team. And this summer I'm just going to be training and working out for next season and working at the pool with Taryn.
My favorite part of the season was taking a seat up high over there at the game and watching the crowd fill up and watching the student section all going crazy. It was fun because from up there you could see the game and you could see everybody around it. It was very cool. There you go. You got a favorite part?
Hey, my favorite part was tearing down or cutting down the nets. I mean, that was a pretty big deal, watching the crowd stick around. I mean, Lincoln had an incredible crowd for that whole tournament.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, it was a pretty special thing, I think. And I'm glad you girls got to witness it, and I'm glad Lincoln showed up for you because it was, even a couple of the other schools were very impressed with how we showed up. So
yeah, let's talk about the fans and just the support that you guys received all year. The gyms were filling up, and then you go look on YouTube, and there's thousands, 1,100 people watching out of state, couldn't make the game. So just the support that you guys had from the community, as well as former Railers that live in different states. I know we've had people from Denver, Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, Texas. That's just to name a few of listeners that you've had, spread out. And, that's got to mean a lot to you and your program.
Yeah, I mean, Lincoln just has the most incredible fan base, and the fact that people came out and showed up for this group of kids is really special. And filling our gym was such a treat. Coach Gregg had said to me there's nothing like a Friday night in Royas, and just having it completely filled. And he's right, there is nothing like that except for when you completely fill Redbird with Lincoln fans and you win a state title with all of them there. And I think that that's the only thing that compares to that. And it just is a really special treat that that everybody just rallied behind our team and supported us. And multiple different ways, coming out to games, putting things on signs. As the girls drive through the community, they see the support, lining up, and all the cars that lined up when we came back into town after we won. I mean, just so many things. People donated to our program and and tried to help in any way that they could. And it's just it's a really special thing that that happens here in this community, and I don't think it happens everywhere. And so we're just really grateful, and I'm very humbled by our fan base and by Railer Nation and what they did for our team.
And that's one thing going into the championship game, against a Glenwood team that this is only your first year back in the Central State 8. And so these girls, they've never felt that. There was a big rivalry between Glenwood and Lincoln back in the day before we moved to the Apollo. Farmer knows all about it, even in boys basketball. And it's just one of those teams that, it's going to be a battle. And going into that game, you think, well, it's Lincoln and Glenwood, Central State 8 matchup for the championship, and this place is going to be packed. And it was packed on the Lincoln side. Glenwood side was a little, I thought it would be bigger than that. So to see this community, which I don't even think there's anybody left in Lincoln that day, I think that everybody was there, and just to see that has to make you proud, the girls proud, and then it kicks it up a notch, when they're on the court. It gives them that extra motivation, I would think.
Absolutely. Railer Nation is our sixth man. When we do something great and they cheer for us, it motivates us. Or, when maybe we're struggling for a couple possessions or something and they're still cheering for us, the kids are able to come out of it and just feel that Railer pride and want to be successful and do the best that they can. And I just think that, our community showing up is just a tribute to what these kids have done. And it's a lot of fun to see people come out, especially for girls basketball, and see that tide turn of supporting female sports. And these girls have really helped create that kind of an atmosphere here in this town and this community, and that's really special.
Well, let's take a commercial break.
Hold up, we got a caller on the phone.
You got a caller? All right. Good morning. Hello?
Good morning, caller. And we lost him.
Good morning.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
How you guys been doing? Congratulations.
Who are we talking to this morning?
I'm Dante Drake.
Dante, milkshake. How's it going, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Congratulations to you guys on getting that big. That was awesome. Me being a Springville High grad, congratulations for you guys for being back in the Central State 8. I didn't dad coach of a Lincoln FC me in person before, and that was last year when Lincoln made a long trip to Mattoon. I mean, yeah, that was pretty cool seeing Lincoln in person. And I wish you guys the best of luck in your senior and graduating Lincoln High School. You guys are doing a great job in WLCN. You guys did a great job of broadcasting all the games.
Well, I know you're a big viewer, and we appreciate your support.
Yes,
thank you.
Thank you.
You guys have a great day.
Yep. You too. Thanks for
Thanks,
calling.
Dante.
You're welcome.
Dante, had the pleasure of meeting that individual over where we at Charleston, and was Mattoon or Charleston? I think it was Charleston. And
he said Mattoon.
He's from, he saw a game at Mattoon.
Okay.
We met him in Charleston. He's from Springfield, a graduate from Springfield. Is it Southeast? Yeah. And he's a Railer fan. He watches
awesome.
every game. He's always commenting. So, I mean, you're converting other fans to Lincoln. That's pretty cool.
These kids are fun to watch.
Or at least one. I don't know about everybody else. Yeah.
Probably not too many Chatham fans.
I was going to say, there's probably a lot of Chatham haters right now.
Yeah.
We will take all the fans. Anybody
and
that
all
wants,
the haters. 'Cause
Anybody that wants to support us, we love you.
All right. Well, let's take a commercial break. We come back. We'll have more here on the Cheap Seats, WLCN 96.3 FM.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Brian Clark State Farm offers a range of insurance products to fit your unique needs and give you a peace of mind. Our dedicated team helps you find the perfect policy to safeguard your biggest investments. Brian Clark State Farm can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and we've got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Contact me, State Farm Agent Brian Clark, at 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Go Railers!
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Abe Lincoln will be proud to lend his name to.
This is Taylor Rohr of the 2024 State Champion Lady Railers basketball team, and you're listening to Cheap Seats on WLCN.
Boo. Yeah, that's going to be on here forever.
Hey, we wanted her to hear the whole intro with the Shabadoo and everything.
Yep.
Maybe we'll get that one
Your
later.
kids are going to hear that. It's in our archives now. So
great.
That's going to be opening up the show from now to eternity.
Eternity, yeah.
Now we just got to get
until next year.
We'll get Coach Farmer to do one later on.
Listen, it's until next year. We've got big plans for this basketball team next year, too,
Absolutely.
Coach. Sorry, you're going to have to coach some more. You're not done.
No, far from done. Let's go over some of your achievements this year. Obviously, you went 31-0 in the regular season. You were Morton Thanksgiving Tournament champions, Manual Holiday Tournament champions, Central State 8 Conference champions, ranked number 1 in 3A. You were the Geneseo IHSA 3A regional champions, sectional champions, super sectional champions, and state tournament champions with an overall record of 38-0. Just looking back on that, that's pretty impressive.
That is impressive.
To go 38-0, it's just unheard of. It doesn't happen very often, and it's just the record alone is a big deal. And you lost one game the past 2 seasons. And, you look back at that, and that's just that's a big, big deal. And they got a state championship, which, that's the main goal. But just to be undefeated, that's hard to do. I mean, you've seen teams all year. The Peoria Notre Dame game, as Joe mentioned. Fallon game was good. The Alton game. Peoria early in the season, that was a close game at first. And, just to face those teams and schedule those teams, because that's what you want to see. You want to see these girls compete. Obviously, you can go in and make a cupcake schedule and go 38-0, but you guys are playing ranked teams in 4A, and that's pretty big.
Yeah, I mean, the goal was to win a state title. And so the question is, what do you need to do to win a state title? And in order to win a state title, you have to play tough teams so that you're prepared when you get to the state tournament. And so that was, what we wanted to accomplish. And I would say that going 38-0 was just icing on a very, very good piece of cake. And so, we set out to win a state title, and along the way we picked up some other victories.
We got a caller on the line right now.
That's a record, 3. All right. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
We're good. What's your name?
Camila Laura.
Camila Laura. Do you have a question for these ladies, or you just want to congratulate them?
Congratulations on a winning season. I have a question.
Okay.
What game during the season made you most nervous?
Most nervous.
Who's going to answer this one?
That's a very good question. I like to say I try not to get nervous because I just have all the confidence in my teammates' abilities, my own abilities. But I think just going into the sectional championship, I think against Morton, I wasn't feeling the best, so I think my confidence was wavered a little bit. So I think I was a little bit more nervous that game.
For me, I'd say the first regional game because I hadn't practiced because I was sick for like 4 days, so I was nervous to see how that game was going to go.
I don't know. I think probably the state championship game because all throughout postseason I was really nervous and then it just kept building up.
I'd also say the regional games because I also wasn't feeling the best, but yeah.
I would say probably the first state game because that was a lot of people.
I would say the whole state tournament because I was very nervous. There was a lot of people there, and it's something that I never went through before.
I would probably say the regional games as well because once we get past those, then we'll be going.
Mine was definitely the state games because just seeing the crowd was a little overwhelming, but also really amazing.
I'd say the super sectional game because I was in the hospital, so it was hard enough to miss, but I definitely didn't want to miss the last game of the season.
I would say
Probably the Peoria Notre Dame game. Like, in the back of my head, I knew we were going to win, but like seeing the score, I was like, okay, this hasn't happened before. But I knew we were going to win. Mine would probably be the O'Fallon game because everyone was hyping it up so much, saying this would be a really close game. So in my head, I was like, oh, so we're going to win this still, but it's going to be pretty close.
I would say mine might have been the Alton game just because it was close. We had to play all 4 quarters, so yeah. And regionals because we were all coming back from sickness, but I knew we would overcome that, so.
Coach, what was your most, all of them?
Well, I don't get nervous. That's a lie. I think that for me, I was most nervous in the state title game because I wanted these kids to have their state championship. And so I wanted it so badly for these kids that that's probably when I was the most nervous because the year prior, it had slipped through our fingers and here we were again. And I wanted them to achieve everything that they wanted from this season. And it was just right there. So that was probably when I was the most nervous.
Me? Yeah, you got the mic.
Well, I actually don't get that nervous. They prepare all year. I believe that they can get it done. For me, that the season the Peoria Notre Dame game sticks out. We got exposed last year in the championship game, and we weren't able to make adjustments. I mean, it was the last game of the year, which is why we scheduled Peoria Notre Dame, Normal, Alton, O'Fallon, and that game. Kind of, we had been playing defense differently. We really hadn't changed much since the championship game last year. And when we got exposed in the first quarter, we adjusted our defense of how we were guarding, kind of went back to the old way of doing it. And I really feel like that turned the season around. From that point on, I mean, I never had any doubts. I didn't think we'd go undefeated. That wasn't the goal. But when we adjusted to that game and were able to come back out on top, I really feel like that turned it around for the whole team, gave us the confidence the rest of the year. But that was probably the most nervous I was all season when I looked down at Coach and I'm like, man, we're down 16 and we can't. They score every time they get the ball and we had no answers. But mid-second quarter when we adjusted, it really turned it around for us.
Now, the Peoria Notre Dame game was a fill-in game, correct? You were supposed to play Peoria High.
Correct.
So that was kind of a hurry up and schedule. Was that played at Bradley, right?
It was.
So, I mean, that's not a gym that they're real familiar with, and that may have had a little to do with, the shooting of the game, because that's a tough gym to shoot in.
Well, I'm really happy that we got to play there because it was just kind of like a preview of what they would see at Redbird, and so playing on a big floor with the background of the baskets being different, I think was really important, and I think that it played a vital role in us being successful at Redbird. So I would say that had we even lost that game, I still would be really happy that we scheduled it because when you play in different places and you get different feels in different gyms, especially playing on a college floor like that, it helps prepare you for your end goal.
And you wanted to walk off that court a champion, and you did. Now, we're not going to go to next year yet, but there's going to be a lot of teams looking for you next year.
There are going to be a lot of teams that are going to, want a little bit of revenge, and that's okay because I think that our young kids are up to that challenge. And this younger group, they're good. They're really good. And I think that as long as they put the work in and they show up every day to practice hard and then transfer that over to the floor and execute, I think that sky's the limit for them. I really do. But they got to put the work in.
Now you talk about having community support. You also had faculty administration support from the high school. A big rally after the game. Everybody meets up at the high school at Roy S. Anderson, and Coach Strickland unveils the banner.
Coach Strickland,
or Superintendent Strickland. He might as well be a coach, but That's got to take some confidence to order that thing 3 weeks in advance and, keep it on the down low. Was that kind of shocking, surprising? I don't know if that's ever been done before, but they had confidence in you. They knew you were going to win it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's pretty cool the amount of confidence they had in our team and in these girls. And, I just think that shows how special this group is, that, everybody believed that they could do it. And then they went out and they did it. I'm also very happy that I did not know about it.
Would we be holding him responsible had we taken second place?
Well, nobody would have known.
Coach Al said that I never would have known that had been purchased if we had gotten second. But yeah, I'm just happy I did not know about it prior to.
Was that your text? No. No, that's a lie. All right, there goes our caller. We have another call? Oh, well, she was just hanging on the phone.
She was hanging on.
Yeah, maybe she had another question. Yeah. Jake, you want to contribute today?
Listen, I was nervous during that Peoria Notre Dame game. I was thinking number one in the state. I know it's 2A, but in girls basketball it's a little bit different. If you've got a dominant team, they can play at all levels. And that team came in and they were looking hungry. And it made us a little nervous here watching the game at the store. So, yeah.
You were nervous, huh?
I was nervous for the team, yeah. And then all of a sudden, my daughter looks at me. She's like, "Dad, what just happened?" I said, "I think we just went on like a 9-0 run." She's like, "Oh, yeah, we're winning this one." I was like, "Yeah, here we go. Buckle up." And I think throughout the year, I think that was something that was really special about this team is, if as a fan, if you're watching at home or whatever, if you took 30 seconds off, if you went to the concession stands in the back, you just missed 10 points. I mean, they came in bunches.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the gas pedal never let up. I mean, it was constant. And then you get to that second or third quarter, a lot of times second quarter. Once in a while was the third quarter with really good teams. But their legs started dragging on the floor a little bit. Their shoulders got a little lower. The press wasn't quite as hard as it was before. All of a sudden, Lincoln's running away. And it was a fantastic thing to watch all year long.
Yeah, and I filled in for Carrie for a game with Jay, and I asked him, I don't know how you do this because there's no break. I mean, it's always action, and you look up, they score. And Carrie, you're keeping score this year. I don't know how you do that, write it down. I can't do it.
Your energy level is way too low.
Well, it's something, but I mean, it's that they were fun to watch, and it was always action-packed. There was never any downtime. It was just go, 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 and that's tough to do for a broadcast, and, they did a great job. We have a caller? Another one. Man, you guys are on every week. Good morning.
Good morning.
Who are we talking to?
This is Dan Duff from California.
Dan Duff calling in.
Duffer.
Hey, Joe.
How you doing, man?
I'm good.
From California, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, it's early there.
It is, but I wanted to make sure and catch this episode.
All right. You wanna say something to the ladies?
I just wanted to say thank you and congratulations. This meant a lot to you guys, but it meant a lot to a lot of people. It's nice to have a state championship in Lincoln. A lot of teams tried to get it. A couple of my teams included, but it's really nice to finally have a state championship there. And you guys were playing for yourselves, I understand that, but you were playing for a lot of us as well. So just wanted to say congratulations. It's been fun watching the run, and hopefully I'll get a chance to meet a few of you at some point. But yeah, again, congratulations.
All right. Well, Dan, thanks for the call. Well said. And, he makes a point where Lincoln's had a lot of good teams in the past. And it's just it's a testament how hard winning a championship is. I mean, it's not easy. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. But just for that, it's a tough thing to do. And, like Dan said, it's these girls won for the community, not only for themselves, but we know Lincoln's a basketball town, and that's very special that it really put Lincoln on the map now.
Yes, thank you, Dan, for calling in and for, I think that when you're young, you don't realize how big of a deal what we did is. And as they get older and they look back on their lives, this is going to be something that, is just going to be really special. And for all the teams that tried and were so close and it slipped through their fingers, we felt that last year. And there's been some incredible, I'm not from here, but you hear about all the great teams and all the great players that have come out of Lincoln, and to be able to finally claim that state title, not just for ourselves, but for every basketball player that's ever, played here in Lincoln it's really special. And so thank you so much for calling in and talking to our kids. You're one of the greatest to ever play here, and we appreciate you taking the time to do that.
He sure was.
It's my pleasure. Thanks a lot.
You're an awesome basketball player. Went on to Notre Dame for some of you younger ladies that don't know him maybe. Yeah, Danny Duff you were a superstar.
I was okay. I had a lot of help.
Hit me in the head one time with an apple. I remember that. About knocked me out. I didn't press charges.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Were you coaching him back in that day, or?
No, 8th grade baseball.
Oh.
We had apple fights. He hit me in the temple one time with an apple. I think it knocked me out. It was when I first started having problems.
And they've just progressed.
That's wrong. That's what's wrong with you. Yeah. It all started back with an apple fight.
Obviously, at the past 2 years, a lot of records were broken at Lincoln Community High School. You probably didn't bring an itinerary, and I don't want to throw you under the bus, but we had a lot of team records and individual records. And the lady sitting beside Mr. Farmer there with, I don't know what she ended up with, but I know it was over 3,000 points. And to do that in 4 years of high school is just amazing. What was your final point total?
It's on my phone. I would have to look.
You don't know?
I think 3,200 something.
62?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Farmer, how many did you score in high school?
5.
That's a lie. But yeah, a lot of individual records were broken, team records, so they'll be up on that wall as well. Do you know any of just off the top of your head? There's probably a bunch of them.
Team records off the top of my head. Last year we set, consecutive wins at 36. We broke that this year with 38, and actually it will continue. Consecutive wins will continue into next year. So that number could even get higher. And then wins in a season we set last year at 36, and then broke it this year with 38. So that's pretty special. Last year we set the defensive record for points allotted, and as far as individuals, Chloe's pretty much rewritten the entire record board. It's an incredible thing that she's done. Becca's up there, Jenna's up there, and so just this team is really special. And I think that I think that anybody that knows basketball knows what an incredible team this is, and how special they are, and how good each of the individuals are too that make up the team. And I think Chloe would be the first one to say, her points are, hers, and she earned every single one of them, but she earned them with great teammates on the floor, and she couldn't have done it without her teammates. And so it's just a really special thing to have kids who are, work hard to achieve their goals, but also know that that it took every single one of them, and it's just really special what this group was able to accomplish. And they accomplished everything that they did because they are a team, and because they did it together. They did it for one another. They did it together, and it's really special, the chemistry and the bond that these girls have. And the way they love one another, and that's just something that I admire about them. There's no jealousy, there's no none of that on this team, and that's one of the reasons that we were able to accomplish everything that we did, from records to winning a state title to going undefeated. It's because these kids love one another, and they support one another in everything that they do.
Is there a record for running clocks? Because I'm sure we have that one.
I don't know.
Maybe there should be.
Well, I think running clocks just kind of started, so we probably do.
Oh,
have
it's been
that
around
record.
for a while.
Just a few years, right?
No, it's been around longer than that. But I
At
think
30?
30, yeah. No?
Yeah. Not
You
that
don't
long.
know.
I'm sure that
Well, anyway,
you
even
have
if it
that
was a
record.
couple. Yeah.
Sure, we'll take it.
We're going to make it a record. And we want that added.
And we've got
Another
a
call. All right. Good morning.
Good morning.
Who are we talking to this morning? You're going to have to probably
Marty
turn your...
Neitzel.
Oh,
Can I get on the cheap seats?
you're on the cheap seats.
You're on.
Hello.
Hello. You're on.
Hey, Marty.
Turn your radio down.
Turn your
Marty.
radio down, please.
Hello.
Hey, Marty, turn your radio down.
Hello.
Hello. You are on. You're live on the cheap seats.
Okay. When will my voice come on?
What's that?
Hello.
Hello.
Joe?
Yes, Marty.
Joe?
Marty, can you hear me?
I just want to say on cheap seats how proud I am of this team, and that okay, I'm so proud of your team, but I want you all to know that you had the winning combination. Every coach tries to have a winning combination. Coach Taylor and you girls have won the winning combination to make our team.
And we lost her.
She's still
Well,
there.
that was Jim.
You still there,
I'm
Marty?
still
Yep.
here.
You're still here.
All I want to say is that at my age in life, I am so proud of you girls. I'll never see anything like this again. And you are a winning combination. But I want you to know that every coach in every sport tries to achieve and get that winning combination. You girls will have this memory for the rest of your life. You are so lucky that you have achieved that winning goal. And I am so proud of you. And I wanted to call you and tell you.
Thank you.
You are in my heart, all of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well
we appreciate
said.
it.
Marty, thanks for
Marty.
the call. Yeah.
Mayor Marty.
Mayor Marty,
Yeah.
giving us
So-
a call. Up early on
yeah.
a Saturday.
Speaking of mayor, we have another mayor with us. Has he given you a key to the city yet? No? Working on it.
Oh.
Okay.
How about a key to City Hall? Something.
Key to Mellow Cream?
Well, Joe's the key to Mellow Cream. You want donuts, you call Joe.
You want something done in this city, you have to call the mayor, though.
Oh.
The parade.
The parade, yeah.
But, the girls here are a prime example of we need to recognize our teams when they're starting out or younger. So we got Westlake and Broadwell, we've got Chester East, we've got junior high. So we need to kind of celebrate all of our champions, and that's how it started. But phenomenal season. So proud of you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, and it's just overall at Lincoln Community High School, the fall sports, winter sports, now we're moving into spring sports. These girls got second place in volleyball, a lot of them. And, they're going to have to probably build another trophy case out there because they're starting to fill up. We're running out of room. So, we're having a great year. And, I know a lot of these girls play spring sports and, they don't get much downtime. It's, one sport to the next. And, it takes your body, that's a grueling season, 38 games in a year over 5-6 months, whatever it was. Your body takes a toll. Well, at least it does for us old people. These guys probably just bounce right back. And, that's a testament to them. This year you kind of went through the season injury-free. I know Chloe was down for a game or two, and the team stepped up. But for the most part, you know, maybe some bumps and bruises, but having a healthy team all year really helps.
I mean, yeah, if we're healthy, then that's awesome. I mean, I thought we stayed pretty healthy all season long, and that was, you know, one of the goals was to stay healthy. You know, we had, you know, Becca was hurt last year, and the year prior Chloe was hurt, and the year before that, I think Jenna and Tori were both injured. So we had stayed pretty healthy all season, and then minus the one game where Chloe was out with her foot injury. And then you know, postseason kind of hit, and it was like, what is happening? Everybody got sick.
Yeah.
Taryn got hurt, Piper got hurt, and we were like, Coach would text me every morning, do we have 6 kids there in early bird? I'm like, no, we're 1 short today, or, you know, whatever it was. And but we got through it, and I think that that's just a testament to the entire program and the kids that are involved in this program, because, you know, they had to step up, and you know, there were, I mean, I don't know, we maybe only had like 3 or 4 practices all postseason where we had everybody there. I mean, it was touch and go for a little while, and you know, we made it work, and all the work that the kids put in throughout the regular season carried over into postseason, even when we were short kids. So.
We haven't mentioned those supportive spouses at home. Should we give them some kudos for those coaches?
Yeah, definitely.
Because you guys have a lot going on, and there's a lot going on at home also.
Is it green?
Working? Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I wouldn't be able to coach without my wife at home and taking care of the kids and getting them a million places. You know, she pretty much does it all. I'm just there when I can be, but which seems to be a year-round thing.
You're just kind of our
but yeah, it's tough. It's tough at home. You know, if you're gonna coach at this level, it takes a lot of time, and you know, you definitely got to have a supporting staff at home.
Yeah, I mean, same here. He always says, "Don't thank me," but you know, I definitely couldn't do it without my husband and, you know, his support and you know, him being okay with me doing this. And you know, my in-laws have been so huge for us too. They've just, you know, just helped us at every turn, and so definitely couldn't do it without the support of our family. And I also have a really incredible nanny who actually played for me, so she helps out a lot too. So I'm very grateful for her, and just all the people that have loved my little boy while I've been away.
Well, you had plenty of help, that's for sure.
Can't do it without the help. You know, like he said, you can't do it without a team at home. You know, you have to have it. You have your team here, but then you have to have a team at home, and we're both very fortunate to have you know, state champions at home too.
Well, the Parade of Champions will be downtown Lincoln on April 5th at 2:30 p.m. You know, so Jake, you're gonna have to get some kind of thing for your Jeep. Dress your skeleton up.
Dress my skeleton up
with something that'd
be kind of fun.
Yeah. So think about that.
Yeah.
Have mom sew you something up to throw on that thing for the parade.
We'll see.
Yeah. Well, ladies, you know, it's been a great year. Unfortunately, good things do come to an end, but you guys build a bond that will last forever. And, you know, 5 years down the road, when you have your first high school reunion, you know, you'll be able to talk about these memories, and, you know, it's a great thing. Joe, you've been through a lot of high school reunions.
Aren't you funny? Where did you get a sense of humor?
I just, I don't know, popped in my head. But, you know, looking back, I mean, you watch a lot of basketball, and, you know, it's an amazing team, right?
Oh, this is the greatest team ever.
Ever.
Danny Duff wouldn't like me saying that, but yeah.
Well, he knows.
Oh, he knows, yeah.
He knows. Well, any last words? I know you guys are probably sick and tired of having a mic thrown in your face, but, you know, that's what you get when you're champions. You get interviews and things like that. But anything you guys want to say to your fans, the community, your coaches, parents, anybody? Go ahead and grab that mic.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and just thank Railer Nation again. I know we've said it a lot, but really, there's not an amount of thank yous that we can say that expresses how truly grateful we are for everything that they've done, supported us, just supported the women's sports in general. It's just been incredible to see, and I'm so grateful that we were able to contribute to this growing sport. And just wanted to thank you all again, and thank my family, because I wouldn't be here if it weren't for them. And we're passing it down. I don't know if anybody else wants anything.
Yeah, pass it down.
Sure.
No?
Real quick before Chloe, is it true that there's going to be a rap battle between you and the dance team? There was a rumor going around.
I'm sorry, what?
Some kind of a rap battle. Yeah, they were going to have a rap battle. Because both teams won first in state, so I guess they were going to kind of have a rap off, I guess is what they call it.
Oh, this is the first time hearing of that. So.
A wrap off.
I don't know.
Kind of confused me too. What's a wrap off?
I don't know. They said there was a battle rap or something going to happen. So sounded interesting. Have to get that on
Sounds
YouTube.
fun.
Yeah.
Anybody else brave enough to take the mic? No? Chloe summed it up. Farmer?
Well, we'll take
Yeah, I'll say something.
Yes.
I just want to go off of what Dan said there. You know, when we played in a championship game last year and we came out of the tunnel and kind of saw all the fans that were there, you know, we were underdogs last year. You know, we were the Cinderella story. No one knew Lincoln girls basketball. And, you know, we thought there was a lot of fans there last year. And I remember going home that night and thinking, man, I've never seen that many fans at a basketball game of Lincoln's anytime. And, you know, this year was different. You know, we had Target on our back. You know, we were already on the map, you know, all season long. But when we got that championship game this year, you know, the amount of fans that were there this year, I thought, like I said, I thought last year was a lot, but this year, and you know, when I went home after we won, I just kind of got the sense, like Dan said, you know, all those teams that didn't get there, that tried. I was on some of them, watched my brother on some of them. Like, I felt like the fans wanted to see it. You know, everyone came out. They might not have came to a game all year, but they came to see that championship. And what these girls did to accomplish that is truly amazing.
Yeah, you're right. And there's probably a lot of fans that didn't go just for that simple reason. Well, I haven't been to a game all year, and if they lose, I'll jinx them. You know, but, you know, fans were so confident going in that game. And thank you to you girls for making it an easy championship, because everybody was cheering. There was never a moment of doubt ever in that game. And you guys, you made it easy for the fans to be fans. And, you know, it was a great experience, and it's the one that nobody will ever forget.
We've got another talker over.
Okay.
Like Chloe said, I just wanted to thank Railer Nation so much for the support throughout the season, but I also just want to thank this team so much because they are truly my second family. So.
Well, Piper, you only being a junior, and now you've got to take over the reins. You know, I think somebody mentioned earlier that you have big shoes to fill. But, you know, I think you've mentioned it on some post-game interviews where these younger classmen, they're practicing against these girls all year long, which makes them better.
Absolutely.
You know, so, you know, Lady Railer basketball in the future is looking promising as well.
It absolutely is.
Plus, you know, it gives those younger kids in junior high, they see this, and that just kind of pushes them maybe a little bit more because they want to be out there. So,
Absolutely.
you know, winning cures everything, and sometimes. But, you know, that's great for just the younger girl basketball, build that up. And, you know, like Chloe said, it's a growing sport, and, you know, it's been really fun.
Absolutely. It's been a great time. And these kids worked so hard to achieve all of this. And that hard work started when they were little. And they never took a break. They just kept working hard to achieve their goals.
Might have a phone call.
Jim sounds so professional when he answers. Good morning.
Hi.
Hi, who are we talking to?
This is Pat French.
Hey, Pat. How are you this morning?
I'm good. I just wanted to say congratulations to everybody, all the girls and the coaches. The other thing I wanted to mention was, I don't know, you've been talking about records and stuff, and with Dan Duff calling in. I just hope that everybody got to read the article that Justin Tierney wrote about the team and Lincoln, Illinois. and all the records that he stated in there. And then with the last words were, you will know why, and you will understand why we were all so behind these girls and wanting all this. So it's I just wanted to mention him because he's a graduate of Lincoln High School and also a graduate of Carroll Catholic School. Yeah. And I think he does a great job writing. So.
Yeah, Justin's a great writer, and a great article he wrote, and brings back a lot of memories. Probably, I don't know, did you have a chance to read it, Farmer? I think you might have been mentioned in there a time or two, and
it's fantastic. And yeah. I hope the girls read it too. I know they won't, know a lot about all those records, but wow, we were there lots of times, and so many of us here in Lincoln were like, we got disappointed again, but we sure didn't get disappointed this year.
We're just disappointed that it had to end. We could these girls could play 20 more games and it's still been fun. But yeah, it was a great year.
Okay, that's all.
Thanks for the phone call, Pat.
Yeah.
And before we go, we had a contest before the championship game on the cheap seats that morning. Whoever guessed the score closest was going to win a dozen donuts. Tom Steiner is the big winner. He predicted it was going to be 60 to 43, and the final was 60 to 44.
Pretty close.
So,
incredible.
Boy,
Awesome.
he nailed it. So, Tom Steiner, you win a free dozen donuts from Mellow Cream. They may or may not be 3 weeks old. We don't know.
Yeah, definitely. At least 3 days.
3 days?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they'll be fine.
No, they'll
Put them
be
in the microwave.
And Vegas may be calling Tommy.
Yeah. No kidding. No. But Joe, how does Tom Steiner receive his donuts?
You just stop up here and get him. We'll take care of him. We'll write his name down over there.
All right, Tom. So come get your donuts. Congratulations, boy. He just about nailed it off one point.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna walk over and be like, I'm Tom Steiner.
I'm Tom Steiner. Everybody's gonna walk in. Hi, I'm Tom Steiner.
We know Tom
I
Steiner.
believe I predicted that the Lady Railers would be 120, Chatham 23.
I like your prediction, but you were way off.
I tried.
But yeah, well, ladies, great year. Thanks for coming on today. We look forward to younger classmen next year. Be right back here. And those of you graduating, good luck on your college adventures. Mom and Dad will be a little depressed when you leave, but it's only going to take a week or two, then they'll be like, yes, this is great. No,
that's not true.
That's not, well.
Some of them it might be true.
Yeah. But I know a lot of you are in spring sports now, so hopefully we'll have you back on here for that. And then good luck in the future. All right.
Thank you.
All
Thanks
right.
for having us.
That's going to do it for us today on the cheap seats. Jake, anything you want to throw out there?
No, I'm good.
All right. We'll talk to you next week on the cheap seats, WLCN 96.3 FM.
Video streaming of this event is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln and online at merealty.com. The preceding program is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com.